Generator. On runs over 50,000 kilometers, a malfunction is often observed, the essence of which is the wear of the current collecting brushes of the generator, as a result of which it ceases to perform its functions. These brushes themselves are inexpensive, but due to the location of the generator in the engine compartment, repairing this unit will not be so simple. Chassis. The car in question was designed exclusively for the Japanese domestic market, where the quality of roads is disproportionately better than ours, so problems with rapid wear of suspension elements are a given. Of course, everything depends on the specific operating conditions, but when buying a Nissan Serena, you need to be prepared for unexpected chassis breakdowns. Variable speed drive. By itself, the variator of this car is quite reliable. But he has one significant drawback: he is very afraid of cold weather. As soon as the temperature outside drops below -20, which is quite common in our country, problems in the operation of the box will not be long in coming. Fuel system. This vulnerability is also directly related to the fact that this car was not designed for use in Russia. Due to low-quality fuel, the injectors suffer greatly, as they become clogged and begin to overflow, which greatly affects the fuel consumption and dynamic performance of the car. In most cases, eliminating this defect comes down to regular cleaning of the injectors. However, in particularly advanced cases, they may require complete replacement, which will greatly increase the cost of repairs. Body metal. Thin and corroded metal is the main weak point of most Japanese cars, and the Nissan Serena is no exception. If you do not pay due attention to the condition of the paintwork, the car will simply begin to rot, and this harmful process can begin within the first months after the start of operation. Automatic doors. On most trim levels of this car, the factory provides 2 automatic doors, which have become another weak point of this minivan. It's all about the excessive complexity of the drive mechanism, which has many moving parts. If you use these doors quite actively, then the first troubles with them may begin already at a mileage of 50,000, which will be expressed in loose closing of the door itself, extraneous noise during operation of the drive mechanism, as well as delays in the given opening/closing commands. Steering rack. Problems with the operation of this car also include backlash and extraneous noise from the steering rack, which can come to you after a mileage of 70 to 80,000 kilometers. As you might guess, premature wear of steering parts is also caused by poor quality domestic roads, as well as a small margin of safety of the part itself. The main disadvantages of the Nissan Serena 2010 to 2016. Release. Oil consumption, low dynamic performance, narrow trunk, poor sound insulation, long warm-ups and rapid cooling of the interior at sub-zero temperatures, strong sensitivity to crosswinds at high speeds, lack of standard space for a spare wheel, right-hand drive, low ground clearance, there is no outside air temperature sensor. Result. This car definitely deserves the attention of those motorists who value versatility, capacity, and comfort, but cannot afford more expensive European minivans. This car, like any other, has its pros and cons. But, with proper care, even a used car can bring joy to its owner. So if right-hand drive doesn't bother you, then feel free to buy it. However, you can always pay attention to the Toyota Noah, Voxy, and Honda Step1, which are very similar in many respects. If we put them on the same page and compare price, quality, and fuel consumption, we will get that with almost the same price and quality of workmanship, Toyota Noah is noticeably inferior to other overpriced contenders in this segment, since the Toyota brand also consumes more all-fuel. In addition, the amount of usable space in the Serena's cabin is an order of magnitude greater than its classmates, which is also a definite plus. The only thing in which the Nissan Serena is inferior to its opponents is the reliability of the suspension and the lower quality of the finishing materials used, but you can put up with this, as well as the quality of the metal, the frequent appearance of saffron milk caps on the body. Honda, with its pickiness about consumables, the price of spare parts and maintenance, and the stiffness of the suspension. A cheaper and more practical option is the Nissan Serena.